Palindromes, new movie by Todd Solondz, who I have to say I liked very much in the past. I really liked Welcome to the Doll's House, which introduced us to Heather Matarazzo, who was a great, talent, a great discovery. Have seen sadly too little of her since then. Subsequently made films like Happiness and Storytelling, and has gone off the boil, I think. Originally he was kind of edgy, arch indie director, dealing with delicate subject matter in a way which was kind of brash, but also kind of intellectual. Anyway, Palindromes. The central character of Palindromes is a young girl, Aviva, and in the peculiar narrative of the film, Aviva...
Aviva España?
No, Aviva as in Aviva, which is itself a palindrome. Palindrome is a word that's the same spelt forwards and backwards.
I do.
No, I'm painting pictures with words. So Aviva is the central palindrome. The movie deals with a bunch of controversial underage sex, abortion, religion, the religious right. Let's hear just a little clip from Palindromes. But let me explain at the very beginning that during the course of the movie, about 7 different people play the central character of Aviva. White, black, young, old, thin, fat, male, female, because Todd wants us to be alienated from her predicament and wonder whether we would view her differently in different formats. Anyway, here's a clip.
Honey, can we talk for a bit now? Okay. I'm sorry I was so upset at you before. It wasn't your fault. And I apologize. It's just, it was such a shock. But I want you to know that your father and I stand behind you. We're not going to let anyone find out about this. We don't want you any more hurt than you already have been. And we'll find a doctor who'll be able to take care of everything for you. I won't let your life be ruined by this. I'm keeping it. Oh, honey, it's mine.
Where's a crusader with a big double-bladed scimitar when you need one?
Exactly, and there was some top mumbling there, wasn't there? That's Ellen Barkin, who was actually the very best thing in the film. Todd Solondz worried that doing this, taking on this subject and putting all these different people acting the central role would perhaps be an academic exercise, but he decided that in fact it wasn't. Well, Todd, you were right the first time. It was. This is one of the most self-indulgent, pretentious, artsy pieces of nonsensical twaddle I have sat through in quite a long time. It's one of those movies that people sit around in lofts in New York, having spag bol and drinking red wine, saying, oh, have you seen the new Todd Solondz? Yeah, no, it's great. Really, oh, no, it really, it's so arch, and it deals with all these really controversial, and you just want to go, I'm sorry, shut up. Go
Is
back
that how
to...
they speak in lofts in New York?
In my particular head, they do, or, Soho, coffee bars. And I can imagine that, even now, people are having, a cappuccino with a little bit of chocolate and say, oh, have you seen the new Solondz? Oh, it's really controversial. Really deals with edgy. It's funny. Oh, yeah, not funny, but dark. It's really awful. It's like one of those movies in which you want to just take the director to a cinema to show him a mainstream and say, look, see, Todd, this is how a movie works, right? The audience sit down, they're interested, they're engaged. They know it's a film. You don't have to keep changing the character. They know it's a film. Audience alienation was a great idea when Bertolt Brecht had it, okay? But Bertolt Brecht proved something very early on. The audience know they're in the theatre. How do they know? Because they came in through a door that said theatre, and somebody asked them to pay money to sit in the theatre. You don't have to tell the audience that it's not... They know that already. So as far as the alienation thing is concerned, get over it. Everyone else has, Todd. How come you haven't? Secondly, I don't trust Todd Solondz dealing with these kind of issues. I think the issues that the film deals with are spikier than he thinks they are. I think he demonstrates that kind of, intellectual heartless. It's heartless. It's a heartless, mean-spirited freak show movie that works entirely on the basis of clever dick, pompous twits smirking, and I hated it.
We were thinking of Todd Solondz as a guest on the programme.
Were you? Oh, dear. Okay.
We're not now.
Fine. Well, I would happily tell him this to his face. I loved Happiness, you see. I thought Happiness was a...
Don't pull it back. Don't
no,
pull it
but
back.
I think this is a reprehensible piece of crap.